Welcome to Oddball. I'm Amin Elhassan. That's Izzy Gutierrez. This wide shot lets you know that we are in the same place at the same time in Miami.
I can touch him.
I
won't.
Well, don't. That's an HR violation. But what we're going to do today is a little different, though, Izzy. What we're going to do is we're going to blind rank trios, right? So our producers went through the entire NBA and put a list of the 10 top trios, I guess, that they think about in the NBA today. Do we still call these big threes?
No. I mean, I think the Warriors ruined it. Warriors killed the big three era.
Yeah. Well, we'll rank them one at a time without knowing what's coming. All they told us is that these teams are worth talking about. Let's assume for all purposes that everyone is healthy, right? We get one lineup change per team if our producers pick the wrong trio. Again, this is a weird rule that our producers think that we're going to follow somehow. Sure. Otherwise, you just got to lock it into our overall top 10. So let's get started. Number one.
Well, first team.
Not number one.
First team, first trio, if you will. The Lakers. We've got Austin Reaves, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. And man, this is a tough one because, I mean, Austin Reaves, pretty solid as a number 3. But how strong is LeBron James as your number 2? Pretty high up there, right?
LeBron as the 2.
Well, of course. Come on. Just look at the numbers. Right. Like, I know defense plays a part in this, but he's also a 40-year-old defender. So it's not like Luka is that much worse.
We're talking about today, though. We're not talking about next year or the next 5 years. We're talking about right now.
And Luka's at number 1.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you on who's number 1, even though that's what everyone likes to argue about. I'm just going to argue that there are 2 are really, really good. This is towards the top of the list off of 2 names. But once you add Austin Reaves, you've opened the door for doubt, right? That there's someone else out there who has a little bit more. The other thing also is when we're talking about this, does duplication matter? Kind of like they impact different things, but they're all kind of.
And we're talking about winning eventually. All right, look, I'm going to put them around 3 or 4. What do you think? You want to go higher than 3?
I would say 3.
3.
I would say 3.
Big 3, we start with 3. It's fitting.
Yeah. I'm guessing that they're not going to give us the Wizards, although that's always a
team of interest. But there's definitely nobody to replace Austin Reaves. That is the top 3 of that team.
So let me ask you this. If you're playing 3-on-3, like if we're playing 3-on-3, kind of like big 3 style, would this team be the best team?
I will say if you're playing 3-on-3,
it changes things.
You're going to put Luka in the post more than having him at the top. Yes. And at 6'10", that's a pretty good option, especially since he's a little wiggly down there.
And having guys that can shoot, all 3 of them be able to shoot threes in 3-on-3 is immense. It's immense. I haven't watched. I watched Team USA obviously at the Olympics. Now I watched a lot of big 3. Like when you have everyone can shoot, it is so much more important in 3-on-3 than it is on 5-on-5.
I just realized that I probably shouldn't say about guys that they're a little wiggly down there. That's not the best way to say they're good in the post.
Let's move on.
What's the next trio?
Celtics.
Ooh, okay.
Tatum, Brown, Porzingis.
Ooh, I would like to make a substitution, please.
Do Al Horford?
No. Oh. Well, I mean, we can say that as we're making this substitution, but I know KP is hugely important for that team, right? He takes them to another level.
Yes.
When I watch them play, the bigger difference maker night to night is Derek White. I mean, and maybe that's because I don't see enough of KP because he's in and out of the lineup, mostly out.
Yeah.
But Derek White hits threes at a high rate, defends better than anybody on that team, relative to size, and is kind of their point guard.
Yes. Right? Yeah. He initiates a lot of offense. I like that name. My problem is with Porzingis, that's almost like a deterrent to
we're actually playing 3-on-3.
We're playing 3-on-3. You need someone who can guard someone big. And that's the problem with the Lakers lineup is even though offensively it's great, defensively you're like.
I'm also putting this team low because of shot creation. Man, Jason Tatum has somebody zapped that dude of some powers. I don't know. He was playing against the Miami Heat the other night and could not get by anybody. I was screaming at the TV, no help, because Pelle Larsson and Tyler Hero could stay in front, and all he's got is a little shove off.
He seems to go through phases. There are times where he looks absolutely unstoppable downhill. And then there are games where he has a game like that game against Miami. And I'm like, what's happening here? It happened in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
When I was like, what's going on here with this guy?
There's games where he'll disappear. He won't go inside of either 3-point line. He'll just float back and forth. But then there's other games where he'll actually attempt stuff and just look like he is not very good at basketball sometimes.
I don't know. I think I've seen that happen. I wouldn't say that's the norm for him.
No, not the norm.
And I'm not talking about the norm as him hitting a bunch of threes. I see him attacking. I see him being able to make moves. He's got good footwork. He's got up and unders. He finishes with either hand, like all those things.
Sure.
Having said that, is this trio better or worse than the Lakers?
Worse. I think this is bottom half.
Really?
Yes. I'm talking like literally seriously talking about shot creation here. Like Jaylen Brown's their best option. Probably taking somebody off the dribble because Tatum in the post, it's going to end up in a fade. KP in the post, I mean, I don't really know. And so, I'm putting them at like 7.
Oh, I think that's really low, man.
All right, well, let's come up with a compromise.
I guess
6.
I would say, 5? I don't know if there's 4 better trios in the league, but I'll go as low as 5. I can't go.
I can sit at 5. I can sit at 5 with them.
Put him at 5, but
right.
I let the record show. I'm kind of shocked that Izzy's that low on them.
There is no record. The Thunder. We've got Jalen Williams, Shea, and Chet. This one, I know you're going to be a little bit higher on than me.
Man.
I'm big on the top 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much I value Chet in this trio. Like, yes, defensive, presence. Yes,
stretch.
Lob threat. Yes, stretch. But do I love him shooting out there? Like, if he's of the 3, I guess they're pretty similar out there.
Man.
It's a pretty good trio. I like it. I think I like it better, honestly, better than Boston.
4?
Yeah. I think 4 is where I'm thinking.
This is my thing. Like, you want to talk about, I think it's both of these teams, Boston and Oklahoma City. This is a trio that lock you the down. Like, this is beyond their offensive abilities. They will guard up. All 3 of those guys guard and they help defend. And so
we haven't come across one yet. But if there is a big that can pound in the post, he can bully Chet.
Sure, absolutely. And for that reason is why I would not put them at 1. Are they 2 or are they 4? That's the question.
I would say 4. Lean 4.
Dude, are there Lakers, 2 other? Again, are there? I think first of all, I think they're better.
Here, you know what? Here's maybe I'm talking my way out of this one. Let's play the game right now. Mm-hmm. Lakers, OKC,
3-on-3.
3-on-3. Yeah. Austin Reaves, LeBron James, Luka Doncic versus SGA, Jalen Williams, and Chet.
I
think I've got the Lakers in that one. I think I've got the Lakers. I think I got LeBron and Luka kind of manipulating Chet, and they're just bigger bodies than
so
Jalen.
Let me ask you a question. What if it wasn't Chet? What if it was Isaiah Hartenstein?
That doesn't change it. I don't think it changes it enough. I think it's 4. I think OKC is 4.
Okay, well, I'll go 4. I'm not sure. I think it's very even. 3-on-3 again is a weird thing. It's a weird construct. So
they have the worst commercials in the NBA.
Well, there you go. They would be 29 or 30 for sure. All right, Nuggets. Okay, so this is like when you talk about 3-on-3. If there's just someone who's just so awesome, doesn't matter who the other 2 are. And like Jokic is just that. Jokic without having 2 extra defenders to come help. Like the less the people are on the floor, the more individual brilliance really gets to shine.
Yeah. And it's enough variety of offense too, where you've got 3-point shooter and
lob threat.
Aaron, but you've got the lob threat in Aaron as well.
Yep.
Hell, Jokic can perform from anywhere on the floor.
Yep.
This is either 2 or where are we? What do we have left?
We have 1 or 2.
1 or 2. It's got to be 1 or 2, right?
It might be 1. It might be 1. Just because like this is just testament like Jokic is that good. Jokic is so good. I don't think it even matters who the other 2 people are.
Yeah, I got them at 1. I think it's not just, again, because they're playing. We're talking about, that's not the word. We're talking about the way they play and actually playing. They're familiar with each other. They've won a championship together, this trio. Jokic as the leading man, absolutely.
And of all of these, maybe the Celtics will pipe up a little bit, but I don't think so. They have the best chemistry.
Yes.
Like these 3, it's like where it's just, it's what do you call it? A telepathic relationship.
Yeah, I think I like this. I like this at 1. All right.
Okay.
What do we got next?
Whoa.
Spoilers.
Oh, man. Oh, these are my guys right here, man. All 3 of these guys. I'm biased. I'm a big Steph Curry fan. I'm a big Draymond Green fan. I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan.
You know that my 2 favorite teams of all time growing up, Miami Heat, Golden State Warriors.
Run TMC?
You Run TMC started it, and then the Heat took over from there.
This is less to do with like franchises and more to do with these specific guys. Right. I just think they're winners, dude, man. And I think when you talk about the ability to play small, play big, right? They can guard bigger guys, but then they can go outside and give you all types of problems. Jimmy Butler can beat you up on the inside. The minimum number of players you need in order to run an off-ball screen is 3. And the king of the off-ball screen is Steph Curry. And so I have a situation where you got Jimmy Butler setting an off-ball screen for Curry. Curry curls. You got to respect it. And now Draymond, who's an excellent passer, finds Jimmy in the pocket. And now Jimmy is either wide open or he's beating up on Steph's guy who switched.
But here's the thing. I'm okay if Dre or Jimmy are wide the bleep open on the perimeter. You know what I mean? Like protect the paint and defend Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that shot. Give me one miss and I'm giving it to Jokic and you're never getting the ball back.
Yeah, it's make it take it.
Yeah. I don't know. Let me see the board real quick. I respect them a lot, but not enough to put them at 2 there. Like I think that Celtics trio might be better. Might be able to defend them enough. I think I'd put them at 6.
6. I mean, if it's not 2, it has to be 6.
Right. Do you think it's 2? Like, think about the trios around the league that might be coming up.
And this is why this is, as an exercise, is a little easier than a regular blind ranker because I know something is coming.
Yeah.
That we haven't talked about.
Think
yet.
about them playing the Thunder, like Jalen Williams on Steph and Shea being like, I think I got the Warriors at 6 here.
Okay.
Like they need a 50 burger from or a 21 burger. What are we playing to? From Steph in order to win that one.
All right. Put them at 6.
All right.
Man, these are my guys though. They won't get back to them.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, I like them too. I'm just I'm not insulted. I don't think they're insulted by this. You know, basketball's 5-on-5, like Sam Morril told us.
There it is.
All right. Do we have one more? Or should we go to break?
Let's go to break. Let's take a breather here. We've done half of it, right? That's 5 teams there. We got another 5 teams on the other side. We'll get to the rest of them, and I have an inkling that we might be going to Milwaukee.
All right.
All right, welcome back to Oddball. We're doing a blind ranker of best trios in the NBA. I'm already regretting some decisions that we made.
Really? Which one?
OKC. I'm like, why did we put them at 4?
You want them
2.
higher?
I think they should be 2.
I don't know. There might be a team better. Let's see who the next trio is.
Milwaukee.
You're right. The Milwaukee Bucks. The health thing really got me here, right? Because I totally forgot. I eliminated Damian Lillard from my mind, but I can't really... Okay, I can make out that third person. It's Kyle Kuzma.
It's Kyle Kuzma. Oh my God, that's not a good sign.
That's not a great sign. And even before he was diagnosed with deep vein thrombosis, was Damian Lillard the Damian Lillard we remember this year?
Yeah.
He had some spells, but was he consistently? I don't know.
So this is like the flip side of the Denver conversation, right? Where, yes, Giannis is so amazing and a lot of these trios don't seem to have actual bigs out there. He'll just destroy.
Right. You can't exactly build a wall. He can back all the way up outside the 3-point line and just barrel down and pick a side.
Right. But this Kyle Kuzma is so far, I don't know who else is on this list, but so far the worst third option of all the people we've named, right? If Chet and Austin Reaves and Draymond Green and who else have we done? Celtics, Porzingis. Like this, he's the lowest. And I don't know, maybe at the end of it, he might be the worst of all 10 teams. But for now, through 6 teams, he's certainly the worst.
Not the least confident of the group. He's definitely will be very confident to take a bunch of shots. I'm thinking low here. I'm thinking 8, 9, or 10. Giannis is, I don't feel like a great 3-on-3 player.
Oh man, he would destroy.
Really?
You don't. Again, there's only so much help you can throw.
Yeah, but I don't really see him as a guy like, okay, throw him in the post against Chet, for example. I mean, is he gonna bully him with strength? Is he gonna like hit some shot? Okay. All right.
And by the way, the other thing about Giannis that makes him hard is that like you can't throw it to him at the mid post. He turns and faces like before he's put a dribble down. You don't know where he's going. So a jab and then dribble in the other direction.
So 8
done. Yeah.
All right.
Like 8. I look, Damian Lillard teeing off, I think is dangerous. It's with less defenders, it makes it harder to guard these guys. But it's again the opposite of the Nuggets. The Nuggets, I put them 1 because the chemistry alone. I know these 3 guys know how to play. These 3 guys, it's like they've never played with one another in their lives.
No.
So
can I offer you a nickname that just popped up on the screen?
What's that?
Kyle Kuzma.
Okay.
All right, I shouldn't have. Sorry. The Knicks.
We've
got the trio of Cat, Jalen Brunson, and OG Anunoby. No 5 first-round picks traded for Mikal Bridges in this trio. Should we switch them out?
No, the heart and soul of the NBA, Josh Hart either.
You're going to say the Hartenstein.
Oh, no Hartenstein
so
for sure.
OG definitely over Mikal Bridges here.
Yeah, he's. Does
OG seem detached? Like, I know he's not part of the Villanova group, but he doesn't. He feels like a guy who's out there just not necessarily getting his, but showing off his. Like, I can defend, I can get my shots, or occasionally I'm gonna hit some threes, but doesn't really seem like he's connected with that team. Is that just me?
I think some of it is because the Villanova thing is so strong, and some of it is I think it's just you. You're just a Nick hater.
I mean, I'm not a hater. I think it's more of like maybe his personality is a little standoffish. So maybe he doesn't come across as somebody who's like united. But I don't know.
Can I say that Cat is the least trustworthy number 2 on this list?
Wow.
I don't trust
him. Are we
him.
putting okay.
I don't
you don't trust him. So we're putting like stakes on this 3-on-3 thing? Because if it's just a 3-on-3 tournament, we're just out here messing around.
No, we're not doing this for fun.
I don't know. I think he'd be okay. I think Jalen is a nightmare to defend in this situation. I think Cat inside outside is a bit of a nightmare, especially if you're going to put a big on Cat and he's going to be out in the perimeter. Jalen can have his way getting into the paint. I like this group. I like him better than the Bucks. I don't like him at number 2, but I like him at number 7.
Okay, I can live with 7. I think about just meeting the physicality and intensity level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Brunson's small, bad defender. Towns is soft, also bad defender.
But big. Like you can just be big if you're playing one-on-one.
Sure, right? And then OG is the only one who brings a modicum of toughness and defense and all that. And so I worry about this team. If you give the ball up, you may never get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't stop anybody.
So are you debating that they could be below the Bucks, or you think they're comfortably ahead of the Bucks?
I'm debating because I think at the very least for the Bucks, I know Giannis and to a lesser extent Kuzma, they can get a stop. We can play enough of a help defense to help Damian Lillard between the two of us, especially Giannis with his length and his athleticism.
I'll give you Jalen as a below average defender.
Yeah.
I don't think you need an above average defender on Damian Lillard at this situation. Like, I think Jalen on Damian Lillard is fine. He will contest enough. He will make it difficult enough. And I've got that Knicks offense being better.
I've got them not being able to get into help quick enough because they're not good defensively.
Okay. So I've got him at 7. It sounds like you might have him at 9.
I think I'll have him at 9. This is the Giannis. Like, Giannis is better than anybody on.
All right, I'm down
on their team. So
okay, I'm going to keep it at 9.
Yeah. All right, what else? Wow. Clippers and health is not an issue.
Wait, but health for this year? Like this isn't prime Kawhi Leonard.
This is not prime and not prime James Harden either, right? This is what this version of
this
them.
is currently prime Zubats,
but it's prime. Oh my god.
Woo, this one is a solid 3-on-3 team. There's not much you can do with Zubats other than leave him in the paint. So you might get some crowded spaces in there.
Get some lobs going for him. You also could throw it to him on the block. And remember, a lot of the guys a lot of teams on this list don't have a real big. So there's going to be a bunch of like Kyle Kuzma. Well, I guess it would be Giannis for the Bucks. But I'm trying to think of the so like the Lakers. Like, I can post up Zubats against anybody they got, LeBron, whoever. And, like, he's big enough and smart enough where it's like, I'm just going to get buckets over and over again.
Right, but we're at this point on the list here, and let's see the list if we could, because there's not very many spots left.
Yeah.
So you're either talking, are they the worst projected trio? Probably not.
Right.
I don't think that, we just talked about the Lakers. Who's going to defend them? Could they beat the Lakers 3-on-3? Did we overrank the Lakers and now we have to adjust to the Clippers? Or should we slide them in there at 7 and say, hopefully there's 2 more obvious teams, 2 and 10? I think that last team is going to be a surprise.
Put them at 7, I think. I think the Clippers, like for instance, I think they could beat the Bucks. I'm confident in that because I think Zubats is big enough. Giannis is going to have a Giannis night, but he's big enough to make something happen.
Yeah, Kawhi can also.
Can do so much, right? We talk about Giannis' ability to help. Kawhi's ability to help is
not
tremendous.
Just that, but even on offense, like his simple mid range, just just as long as I get that shot off, it's going to be on line.
1s and 2s or 2s and 3s.
2s and 3s. I hate 1s and 2s. Like
really, like in
twice
real life,
as much. It's twice as much.
In real life,
I
when
never
you play
shoot
pickup,
1s and 1s and 2s.
Really?
I mean,
No,
it's
man.
because I'm a 3-point shooter more than anything.
Whoa.
But 1s and 2s. I mean, just do the math. It's twice. It's not twice as valuable of a shot. It shouldn't be.
I like it. I like 1s and 2s.
2s and
It's
3s.
easy math. All right. The Cavs.
I think this is Darius Garland is the third.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is a problem. It's not that I think Darius Garland isn't there in the top 3 best players. It's that if I'm doing a 3-on-3, like him and Donovan, neither of them guard.
DeAndre Hunter might be the
Hunter has to be the third,
because
right?
it can't be Jared Allen.
No,
Then you're stuck
too
with the
limited.
2 bigs.
Yeah, too limited.
I think we've got to make a switch up.
Yeah, Hunter's the guy that goes. He can play a little bigger and play a little
And
smaller.
it's okay to say your third best player or option for this is your 6th man, right?
Yeah.
If your 6th man is potentially 6th man of the year.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see how they can do this fast enough. Can we get Darius Garland down and DeAndre Hunter up before
let's just operate that DeAndre Hunter is their third, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do they fit in? They're not 10. But I feel like 2 feels like, oh, come on, man.
I knew we should have left the spawn
Dude,
open in the middle here.
I'm telling you, OKC should have been 2. OKC should have been 2.
But okay, so the Cavs trio, man, this one's tough. Like I kind of want to put them at 2 because of like Donovan Mitchell can get any shot anywhere. Like if he pulls up from anywhere, he's just going to elevate over everybody and get his shot off. That's a pretty good option to have. You've got Evan Mobley potentially with offensive rebounds there.
Mm-hmm.
And DeAndre Hunter is like difficult to deal with, like on both sides. And he's a big body.
He can give problems to smaller defenders. He's a great shooter, so he can step out. He's trying to put a bigger guy on him.
I think explosiveness and then versatility with Evan maybe being able to handle.
Yeah.
I think we got to put them at 2.
2, because they're not 10.
They're not 10.
To me, like they're 2 because they're not 10.
And now that the team that we're not, we wouldn't have thought about is going to show up here, and we're going to be.
It's going to be like,
10.
Oh, the 92.
Oh no, we nailed it.
I thought you nailed it. The 92 Dream Team. Like I knew we should have kept 2.
We nailed it.
Yeah.
And here's what I'll say about Desmond Bane. Like I've always been a fan of Desmond Bane.
Sure.
Like we were comparing biceps a couple of years ago when I had him. And I think they should have sold high on him. I think they should have traded him. I don't think he is the perfect backcourt complement to Ja
I think it's
Morant.
the opposite. I think he's the insurance plan.
Mm.
When they pull the plug on Ja, it's like Desmond Bane, who isn't as good as Ja, but maybe fits into a concept easier and better. So that's what I think. But I'm with you. Let's cut all the rumination. They are 10, and that's probably the most confident ranking of all these ranks. So, all right, this is the recap, right? We've got Nuggets at 1, Cavs at 2, Lakers at 3, Thunder at 4, Celtics at 5, Warriors at 6, Clippers at 7, Bucks at 8, Knicks at 9, Grizzlies.
I think we did a
10.
pretty good job. I think like the Thunder can probably move up a slot, maybe even 2. But then we would just slide everybody down a spot, and I think we're good.
Yeah, I think I would feel better if the Thunder were 2. I would feel better maybe I don't know. I still feel like the Celtics, we kind of did them a disservice there, but
you know, it's a team that could have been in here that I kind of like, the trio. And I know we're talking like health or whatever, but I'm not going to talk about it.
There's no health. Philly.
The T-Wolves. No, the T-Wolves. I got
Okay.
Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle in a 3-on-3 setting. Might be pretty good.
That might be his niche.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where he needs to go, to like FIBA 3-on-3.
Except I would change out Rudy for Naz Reid. I'd go Naz Reid
for
and
sure.
Julius Randle.
Because Naz Reid brings the defense, but he can also space and shoot, right? I thought for sure you were going to say the Rockets. I thought for sure you're going to bring up your boy.
I mean, I love him in, but you know, they're going to leave him out on the perimeter.
You love Jalen Green. You love Şengün too.
They're just not versatile enough, right? They'd all have like Şengün. Yeah, he can shoot a 3, but I'd want him in the post. Yeah. I want Amin sort of. I guess I'd want him handling and creating, and then Jalen, you know, sort of be the wild card.
We got to. They try to be funny. They put Sixers. They put the 3s: Embiid, Maxey, and Gershon Yabusele. We got to put Paul Caspi in there. If they were healthy, they get it done, man. I think like that's one that has everything.
I think we're giving Paul George, like when he was playing, we're giving him hurt way too easily.
Yeah,
that dude, even if he is healthy, was gonna have a year.
Spurs, Wemby, Fox,
and
exactly Chris Paul. And then
Stephon Castle.
The last one they've got here, this is funny. The Nets, Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton, Sabrina Ionescu.
Ooh, Sabrina Ionescu. I don't know. She's out there hitting 3s. Yeah, they'd be 11.
11.